IdrA is playing as MYM Sunny, and Tarson is playing as Tarson. Tarson is the blue Terran at the upper right hand corner, and IdrA is the red Zerg at the lower left hand corner. The map is Xel'Naga Caverns, and this is game number 3. Each player has taken one game so far, so it is even, it's reset, and it's as if nothing has happened. But of course, these two players have had a little time to get to know each other's styles in the last two games, even though they're relatively short. So game 3 should be quite fun to watch, as it will be, as I said, like a reset, a complete new page for both these players. So whoever gets the next two games will move on to the finals. That's right, they're playing for first place, second place, third place, or fourth place. Well, I mean, if they win this game and the next game, or two games in a row, then they'd be first or second. Otherwise, they'd just be playing for third and fourth. So this is a pivotal part of their careers. As we see, both players are not scouting just yet, but a scout will probably come out soon, or a barracks by the door. And we do see the barracks going down. And will we see an early expansion? Will we see the gas grab by IdrA again? He has been very, very aggressive in getting the gas, not only his own gas, but also his opponent's gas. And we do see both gas going down at the current time. Throughout the games that IdrA has played, he has spent, I would say, about 50% of the time getting the opponent's gas. I don't know if that's like a psychological haha or there's actually an advantage, but it's very, very debatable, as most builds do not require that early gas. But if you do deny your opponent of that early gas, you really limit his options. So here we will see the two scouts will cross paths, will not, will cross paths, will not, will not, will not. They will not cross paths. Orbital command coming up for Tarson, and we do see a spawning pool being created for IdrA. And IdrA is inside the base, and now he's going to harass this one little SCV. He's probably going to need to bring over a buddy, and he's not bringing over a buddy. Oh, the Marine spawns, and the Marine wants to prevent the drone from running out, but the drone is going to maybe grab the gas once again. Is he going to do it? And oh, he grabs the gas once again. In any event, the SCV is just chilling here thinking, oh man, he grabbed my gas once again. That's why the SCV is just kind of standing there, because all the micro was being used over here. And we do see a factory coming up for Tarson's, and a mule, as well as 3 on gas already. 3 on gas for IdrA as well. And he does not cancel the extractor, so he does have the extractor. And here we have an SCV, probably blocked off this one. Ooh, and he does get the hatchery off. That was a little bit bad positioning of the SCV. He could have blocked it off for a couple of more seconds, as it will go down once again. Maybe he's gonna run for it, and oh nope, it does go down. And 2 Marines working on the extractor once again, just like last game, and this time we are seeing a reactor on the barracks. He took down the gas, but he's not actually getting it just at the moment. Neither player getting the second gas, but we do see the metabolic boost being researched from the spawning pool. Here we do see the Zerg peeking in, IdrA peeking in to see exactly what he has. Did IdrA see the tower? No, the IdrA has not seen the factory just yet. And Marines are coming out to push the Zerglings away to deny him of further scouting, and he does not see the factory that's currently on the reactor, so he might not suspect that there's going to be 2 Hellions on the way. Nonetheless, he does move 1 queen over to the natural expansion. 2 Marines still holding the front door. We do see 2 Hellions, and these 2 Hellions are probably going to try to do some damage as they move across the map. And the Zerglings will spot the Hellion, and the Zerglings are running back to base. This queen needs to get into position. No, these are just drones being transferred at the moment. Hellions are not actually going down. The Marines are heading back. And are more Hellions coming out? Yes, more Hellions are coming out, as we do see a spine crawler going down for IdrA. Very good positioning of the spine crawler, but he does need something on the ramp just to block it in case the Hellions do go over there. And 4 Hellions are coming out across the map for Tarson, and these Marines are working on that Overlord. We'll see if that Overlord does go down. And the Overlord is going down relatively close, and ooh, the Overlord goes down, but these 4 Hellions are running across the map, and they do burn some Zerglings. The Zerglings were on hold position. And here the spine crawler just almost finished, but not quite. And this queen is moving off the creep slowly. He's bringing over a second queen, maybe to transfuse this 1 queen. If the queen is going to go down, no. And the spine crawler does go up on time, and the Hellions do not want to engage within the range of those spine crawlers. And we do see a armory is going to come out, maybe a Thor drop. That could be really interesting to see, as we do see a lot of Thor drops in high level play, because it is very, very useful, as it is deadly as well. And we do see a Spire. This queen's trying to not let them go on into the base, and this queen almost dies. Wow, 5 HP. That is very, very little. And then all these Zerglings, I think that's a little bit over 10 Zerglings, all die, all perish to these Hellion, and he probably wants to take out that queen. Oh, and he does burn the queen. And here we do see some nice micro by both players as IdrA's trying to deny additional kills from the Zerglings and the drones. And we do see Hellions gathering, more and more Hellions gathering, more and more Hellions coming out for Tarson. And Tarson is actually having a quite formidable force here, as he did manage to slay the one queen. Ooh, and the worker goes down, and here the Zerglings trying to get in the surround. They take down 3 Hellions, and the Hellions are coming back with a vengeance, trying to hit this one queen, and the queen will stay on the ramp. Meanwhile, the Zerglings are staying in the natural expansion. The Overlord over here went down, so he doesn't have much information. He does know that it's on the reactor. He does know the factory is on the reactor, but he doesn't see the armory though, and that might be a key play or misplay, as we will see. He does move this Minecrawler over, so it actually helps him defend the entrance to this base as well. And these Hellions do not want to head in just yet, as they're maybe waiting for a buddy, or maybe waiting for some additional drops as a distraction for Tarson. Tarson's going in the back, and ooh, he does roast 2 Zerglings at one time, and he's going to go in the back, and IdrA has very, very nice micro, and he does move his workers away, and they're not killed, so the resources aren't wasted. And this queen is actually going to go down soon if he doesn't do something bad, and these Hellions are going to go in because they do see Muralisk, and they do pick out the queen. These Muralists force the Hellions to go in and do some damage before they are forced to flee, but the Hellions are faster than the Muralists, so I think these Hellions should be quite okay as they retreat. A Thor is coming out. One Thor is coming out for Tarson's, and Tarson's is moving forward, and the creep is being spread at the moment, and these Muralists are going to harass, and the Thor comes out just in time, takes one shot, lowers these HPs to about 60-50%, and now he's fighting these Marines. I don't know if that's the best idea. This one Muralist is almost dead, 27 HP of 130, and he takes down 1 SCV, 2 SCV, almost 3 SCVs. And now he's forced to retreat because that thing is really low on HP, 31 HP of 130. Some repairs going on for the Hellions, and these Hellions are probably gonna die as soon as the Muralists return. And we do see 2 Zerglings working on those racks. Wow, that will take like a year and a half, and maybe it's a leap year, an additional day as well. So these Muralists are gonna chase these Hellions away, and the Hellions do retreat. There's 2 Thors, so that should be not a huge problem. Muralists are actually not too horrible against Thors as long as you spread them out. If you have them clumped together, it's kind of like putting all your eggs in one basket, and it's a very silly basket. And there's only two gas on that one refinery. That is strange. Insufficient SCVs. Maybe he sniped one of the SCVs. And we do see a missile turret going down. Would have finished, and it does finish in time, but he does snipe the SCV, and oh, he does snipe one of the Muralists with that Thor. And these 2 Zerglings still working on it, and we do see an expansion coming up for IdrA. We do see a weapons upgrade 1 as well as flying attack 1 for IdrA. Weapons upgrade for infantry for Tarson. I think this still only has 2 workers here. Why would he have only 2 workers? Maybe he forgot. Or maybe that's part of his strategy to confuse people. Yes, that must be it. In any event, we do see now he's getting his flying Muralist to help. The upgrades are not currently done just yet, but there is vehicle plating 1 for the Hellions already complete. SCV moving across the map, maybe checking for expansions, as now he will be able to easily defend this, as this is open. The SCV is actually checking for expansions, and this Zergling takes control of the Xel'Naga Watchtower once again. The unit composition pretty interesting. We have Hellions, and we have Thors, and some Marauders. Not that many Marauders. We do have tanks coming up, and do we have siege tech? No, we don't have siege tech just yet, as we do have a lot of Mutalisks moving around the map. The Terran player probably won't feel too comfortable moving out with this force, because the Mutalisks are very, very mobile, and if he were to be caught out of position, he might not be too happy with where he is. And we do see a 3rd base going up, and this is just beginning to get saturated. There is about half saturated, I would say, and actually 2 of those actually became extractors, so it's not very saturated at the moment. It's always interesting to see how many workers are placed onto these bases, and we do see the Zerglings being roasted there, and then IdrA's not actually wanting to give up control of this Xel'Naga Watchtower, so he takes the Muralists and takes out the other players scouting SCV. You never want to give any control to your opponent, as every little bit helps. Whether or not it helps you strategically, it could help you mentally, as it does scare the opponent a bit if he doesn't know exactly what's going on and can make him overreact. We do see one Hellion coming out here, two Hellions over here, and this one Hellion will be able to see this expansion that's been up for IdrA, and this Queen's going to be able to deter that one Hellion, but I think the key is that now he will know that the expansion is up for IdrA, and this group of Mulas does take out the two Hellions. These two Hellions will see that the Overlord is over here, but that's not too big of a difference. It's probably being used to spread the creep, so no problem. We do see quite a bit of Thors. We see 3 Thors, and we see a handful, 5 tanks, and we see additional upgrades being done for the flying. I think this is going to be a very air-oriented attack for IdrA, as he does have a very heavily invested group of Mutalisks, while almost one full control. Well, I mean, in SC1 that would have been one full control group, and now these Mutalisks are waiting to see if they're working on the rocks, and he will see that they are working on the rocks. Expansion is probably going to come up for the Terran player Tarson relatively soon, and we do see some Mutalisks still working on these rocks over here. This High expansion closer to the middle of the map. We do see that the ignition, the blue flame, has been upgraded for the Hellion, so that will help him immensely against the Zerglings. But the Zerglings, there aren't that many Zerglings around, only 18 Zerglings. An overwhelming number of Mutalisks are on the map. One scan goes off, and he wants to see preemptively what's going to be happening with the Zerg force. He does have some Mutalisks. He has 2 control groups. He has. Wow, that's a lot of Mutalisks. These Hellions don't want to engage the Mutalisks head on because they do have 1 upgrade, but they do have 1 shield, 1 upgrade, 1 upgrade for these Thors. And now they're going to go for the base of IdrA, killing only 3 probes there. The other of the army forces are retreating. Very, very nice play. And here we do see a lot of Mutalisks surrounding these Thors, and he's going to fight them head on, and he's going to be able to take down 1 Thor, 2 Thor goes down, all of the anti-air has gone down. No, 1 more Thor going. Wow, 2 volleys from these Mutalisks are able to take down Thor. Only 2 volleys. That's only 2 attacks. I don't think that Thor even killed many Mutalisks. These Zerglings are able to work on those Marauders, and then these Mutalisks are able to force back these tank, and there's only 1 Thor. I don't think this 1 Thor will be enough, as we did see that 2 volleys from these Mutalisks will take down 1 Thor, and we're going to see 1 volley, 2nd volley, and a little bit more, as some Mutalisks have died. 1 volley, 2nd volley goes down, 3rd volley, and wow, he's actually fighting within range of the towers as well. He's going balls out. He's going to kill all of the anti-air, and now he absolutely no anti-air except for this 1 turret, and there's some Zerglings coming across, but the Zerglings should be no problem for the Hellions. But the main problem is these Mutalisks. Even though they're very, very low on HP, a lot of them are on red, they're going to be doing significant damage to the SCV, because he has no anti-air. Tarson has no anti-air at the moment, and Tarson has to be forced to retaliate instead of defend his base. His base is actually going down right now. The Mutalisks are still alive. Some Mutalisks are spawning inside the base, and you will be able to take down these Hellions. These Mutalisks are going to be able to take down this 1 base. These Mutalisks do take down the Hellions, and oh man, what a nice air battle. That's simply way too many Mutalisks for him to deal with. And then we do see 2 Thors. 2 Thors is a lot better than 1, because you do get that focus fire, and that focus AoE will be able to take down the Mutalisks a lot quicker. In the meantime, another command center possibly going down. These 2 this Mutalisk. Ooh, wow, that is two Mutalisks goes down. 2 Mutalisks goes down while they were trying to snipe that command center. And another 1 Mutalisk goes down. That is just senseless. You never want to fight a group of Thors. A group of Thors with SCVs are not the best choice for your Mutalisk to engage. But sensing he does have the advantage, he does take a 4th base, which is very, very smart. Having a huge economical advantage at this point. You have 2 fully mining bases, the 3rd one getting up, and the 1st one almost completely done. As we do see, the Terran player is not producing anything, as we only see he only has 50 minerals. Oh man, 50 minerals. You never want to see that number at this late stage in the game. And he's calling a lot of mules down, and we do see these mules moving out. These mules probably be able to take out something. Wow, that's a lot of turrets. That's a huge investment in turrets. He could have built another 1 or maybe possibly 2 command centers with that money. And here we do see that these Mutalisks are probably going to try to engage. They focus fire. 1 Thor, 2 Thors goes down. A 3rd Thor is going to go down. Are the SCVs even repairing the Thors? They're repairing this Thor. They didn't repair the first 3 Thors. And Tarson calls GG! GG! This is ggurface. That was an amazing Game 3. Hope you guys stay with me and go to Game 4.